Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anish Reddy, Professor and Consultant at Jain College of Engineering, Belgaum. So today we'll start with new module, that is module 3 on flexible manufacturing system of subject computer integrated manufacturing, that is code is 17ME62. So in today's session, first we will see what are the contents. So in this module we will be covering fundamentals of first group technology, what is flexible manufacturing system, what are the types of flexible manufacturing system, what are the components of flexible manufacturing system, material handling and storage system and application, benefits, computer control systems, FMS planning and design issues, then automated storage and retrieval system, ASNRS, and automatic part identification and data chapter systems. So let's start. So first we have to understand the manufacturing, the need of manufacturing, and how the manufacturing is becoming more and more competitive. So we know globalization flicking the market requirement, modern lifestyle tends to have put lot of tremendous challenge for manufacturing industry. In mid 60s, market competition become more and more intense. From 1960 to 70s, in this decades, the cost was only the primary concern. Later, quality became the priority. As the market become more and more complex, even the speed of delivery become the something customer also needs. Okay, so what happens in 1670, whichever the part of produced at less cost, people are concerned not about the quality, they are only concerned about the cost. Then came not only the cost, I need within that cost I need a better quality product. Now the situation is like that, I want less cost product, better quality, and it should be delivered very fast. Okay, so in the current business scenario, the competition of any manufacturing industry is to determine its ability to respond quickly in the change in the market to the produce product at a very high quality but at low cost. Now this is happening because the life of the product is becoming less and less and less. So maybe 2 decades before, a car manufacturing company maybe in 2 years, 3 years producing one model. But if you see in today's, every 3 months, 6 months, either a new model is coming or a better version of the existing model is coming. But if you consider the mobile, every week, every month, new models are coming. Okay, but you can think about the cost. They want the less cost, but you want a better quality, better features in the mobile, but also it should be delivered at a faster rate. Now let's briefly think how the flexible manufacturing came into the picture. So in the beginning of the manufacturing, there was no much competition, so flexible manufacturing system were not needed. Even there was a great saying by Henry Ford during second industrial revolution: people can order any color of the car as long as it is black in color. So what it means, it was a seller's market. So seller will decide which car to produce, which color to produce, everything is decided by him. So customer choice was only he has to pay whatever the seller says, whichever color he gives he has to take it. After World War II, the market focused on the consumer, not on the manufacturer. In the first flexible system was patented in 1960 by Wilson, who made numerically controlled equipment. Also, that is the NC equipments. Now, in 60s, as we studied main efficiency on manufacturing to reduce the cost. In 70s, both efficiency and quality. In 80s, efficiency, quality, and flexibility. Due to this, what happens? Increase in the international competition happened. The need to reduce the manufacturing cycle time. Also pressure to cut the production cost. Now see, this is the latest example of Renault. So what Renault says, all major car makers will switch to flexible manufacturing within 7 years. Okay, so this is given by Gray Gardner, that is a US manufacturing specialist in Michigan. Now Renault integrated manufacturing system will build 3 platforms and 6 body styles on one line. So what it is saying, in one production line I can have 3 types of car can be manufactured with 3 body types. Okay, for example, I can say let's say you got a Maruti, you got a production line where you can even manufacture Maruti Swift, you can manufacturing Maruti Desire, you can manufacture Ertiga also on the same platform. Okay, so why this is needed? Because what happens is suddenly demand for one car happens, then production line immediately can start production of that specific car. Renault is using the latest flexible system. It's aimed to produce multiple models on one assembly line so that overall cost will of machinery will get reduced. First RM was opened in 2009 in Nissan Renault Mahindra project. The CEO says RIMs will halve the R&D cost between 2006 and 9, increase the sales from 2.5 to 3.8 in 2009. Now flexibility of flexible manufacturing give the option to adjust the change in the environment, not simply task. Very costly. One car per one plant system does not cut cost if the plant are being underutilized. Car models are not as popular. The alternative to flexible would be to increase the manual labor or individualize while increasing the time to market. But that is cheaper but not provided by us. This is the recent trend. In 2007, KUKA Titan becomes the world's strongest robot, which can build mid-size car, build parts of automobile capable of moving whole car. In 2005, joined the force with the auto companies to develop new flexible process for aerospace industry. So robot plays a very important role in flexible manufacturing system, because in flexible manufacturing system, as they have to reduce the time to market, they have to reduce the human intervention in the manufacturing process itself. So let's say this is a simple diagram of manufacturing cell. So what is happening? This is a complete cell, or you can say a combination of machines. A manufacturing cell usually consists of 2 or 3 processing workstations, typically CNC machining or turning center, plus a part for handling. So what it means is, suppose I got 2 machines, one may be a drilling, CNC lathe, and one may be a vertical milling machine. So what happens, everything is automated. So for first workpiece, raw product will go to, let's say, turning operation, then it will be unloaded by a robot or any automatic system, then loaded into the vertical milling machine, and then the final product is produced. So what happens in this one complete process, everything is fully automated. Before flexible manufacturing system, we go initially using group technology requirement. What group technology is, parts can be grouped into part families. Okay, so what it means, similar manufacturing process requirements but different design attributes. For example, I can have a turning, drilling and milling. So these are having different manufacturing process, okay, which can be grouped together. So irrespective of what type of drilling you want, either you want 1 mm drill or 10 mm drill, doesn't matter. All that product, irrespective of whichever the products are there, they go to in the drilling operation. Suppose there is a milling operation, it may be a circular milling or it may be a square milling, depends upon whichever the size of the product is, they go to the milling. Okay, so you can see all these different options. Okay, now what is the advantage of this group technology is, group technology allows similar design to be easily modified from existing design from the database instead of starting from the scratch. Standard process plans can be developed for groups. Greater efforts can be applied in reducing the process plan. So what it means is, suppose you got a diameter of 10 which should be turning to 8 mm, or you got a diameter of 20 which has to be turned to 10, all the process remains same only. Okay, so only you have to slight changes in the program you have to do. Next is the material handling and movement is reduced. Okay, improved ability to respond to the market changes. The use of group technology allows faster production, thus reducing the inventory and work in process. Setup times are reduced, resulting in reduced manufacturing lead time. Why the setup time is reduced? Because here for example, in a turning machine you are using all circular jobs only. Okay, so only one chuck is enough, irrespective whatever the diameter you have given. But if you want to do a milling operation on a turning machine, may not be possible. Okay, so that will lead to less setup time. Now, what is flexible manufacturing system? A flexible manufacturing system is a highly automated group technology machine cell consisting of a group or a processing workstation, usually a CNC machine tool, interconnected by an automated material handling and storage system and controlled by a distributed computer system. So you can see in the definition itself, it is saying few parameters. First, it will consist of number of machines. Okay, now these machines are interconnected by automated material handling devices. Also, there is a storage system. What is the storage system? Is once the machine go from one material goes from one machine to other machine, if there is a waiting time, there is a storage system for that. Also, all this is controlled by a distributed computer. So what happens in the complete, once the raw material goes inside the machine, it comes out by working on it, worked on a different machines. Everything is completely automated and controlled by computer. So we want to avoid human intervention in flexible manufacturing system. And because of this, what happens, I can work this one for 24/7. Next is, the reason FMS is called flexible is that it is capable of processing a variety of different parts, styles simultaneously at the workstation, and the mix of part styles and the qualities of production can be adjusted in response to the change in the demand pattern. So flexible is most suitable for mid variety and mid range volume application. So you can see we are more interested in mid level volume productions. Okay, so where we have enough variety and also the production quantity will be high. So similar thing is explained by another graph where you got number of part per system and volume parts production. This is the transfer lines dedicated, and this is automated cell or job types production job shops where the variability is more but number of volume is less. Okay, so you can see flexible system will try to come in between this one. So flexible is an attribute that allows a mixed model manufacturing system to cope up with a certain level of variation in the parts or a product style without having any interruption in the production due to changeover between the model. So flexibility is what flexible manufacturing defines. This is possible using three parameters: basic flexibility, system flexibility, and aggregate flexibility. So all these three types of flexibility, that is basic flexibility, system flexibility, and aggregate flexibility, in more detail we will be studying in the next class. So in today's class we saw how the history of flexible manufacturing system. Okay, so how in a regular industrial revolution we are initially concentrated, it was a seller's market. Okay, then came in 60s where the cost reduction was there, and then comes with cost reduction I have to give the better quality, and now the pressure is reduce the costs, give the better quality, and deliver at a faster. So all this can be possible with flexible manufacturing system. Thank you everyone. So if you have any question, you can contact me on above email ID, and or you can text me on this mobile number. Thank you everyone. I request everyone to subscribe for the channel.